What's up, idlers? We are back with episode 15 of Melvor Idle Hardcore, and in the last few days, I've made some good progress. So let's take a look at what's gone on. In the last episode, my mining was at level 91. It is now level 96. I needed 95 to get Dragonite, and I did a bunch of Dragonite mining after that because obviously I needed it for the gear. So I did a bunch of that. My smithing was at level 97. It is now full 99. I've got the cape. Everything's cool with that. And in fact, I have, let's see, the iron bars are full, runite's done, and dragonite's done. So I don't have to worry about putting XP into those. I've been dumping XP into this other stuff, the other bars, really. Actually, I dumped a bunch of XP, mastery XP, into dragon arrow tips and the rune arrow tips. Just because I wanted to, the bonuses you get, let's see, what's the bonuses here? The bonuses you get, the higher the level, is chance to obtain 2 items, preserve resources, that kind of thing. So it stretches everything you've got further. So I thought that'd be really good to have. And because I was making a lot of, I think, adamantite, rune, and, dragonite equipment, well, arrow tips. So in that vein, I also went through and did a bunch of fletching, and I now have level 75. I can't remember where I started from, but I think it was where I could do adamant arrows. So I needed to get adamant arrow. This is why I kept having to craft adamant stuff. I had to make these things so I could get runite arrows, or rune arrows, opened up. So I now have those, and I'm going to set this to go. I was going to do this earlier, but then I saw something, so I changed course. But I'm going to make a ton of rune arrows. I have 60-some thousand adamant arrows on, so I'm good there. I will mention this too. I kind of forgot I had it. While I was doing the whole smithing process, I forgot to equip the Crown of Relics, which this thing gives you a chance to preserve resources. So I finally remembered I had the damn thing, and I was like, oh, okay, and chucked it on, and was doing pretty good with that, getting the leveling done for the smithing. And then, of course, I've been running it with the fletching, so that's been really helpful. You get a lot more materials out of it than, obviously if you're not spending the mats, if you're not losing the mats and you can just turn it over and create an item without losing them, you're obviously getting more out of it. So that's been pretty cool to have. Highly recommend, if you've got that, don't forget to turn it on or equip it so you get those benefits. So let's see, we talked about mining, we talked about smithing, we talked about fletching. Farming is farming. I'll get these carrots out of my way. Speaking of that, I found out something pretty cool. So I can't do farming anymore. Let's sell that. I can show you here. So I have carrots equipped, right? I thought I had to unequip the carrots, let them stack up. So if I had a stack here and a stack in my bank, I thought I had to unequip them, then re-equip them. You can actually click on this and equip, and it just takes it right on into your stash here. So I thought that was pretty cool. I've been dumping all my carrots into this. That way it doesn't take up a inventory spot. The inventory's been really tight. Okay, so let us go over to this. I will show off the gear. I can't remember why I had made a whole bunch of gold bars. I had like 10,000 gold bars, and I don't remember why I made them. I think I had to mine some gold up for maybe a agility, something in agility for one of the obstacles or something, but I ended up with a bunch of gold. So here's the thing. You have to build your dragon gear, and then it comes out red like this, and then you have to upgrade it to silver, so you have to have a bunch of silver mined. I had to go, I think I had silver mined, I just had to smelt it into ingots. So I had to make for all the yellow striped gear here, these 4 pieces, I had to go make a bunch of silver bars. So when I got done with that, fortunately I had that big pile of gold, where this holds me up on my standard account, because if I lose a piece of gear, I have to go mine the silver, mine the gold, and then, turn it into ingots. I already had all the gold, and I think it's 800 silver, and then once you get it to the gold, you need 1,500 gold. So that's why my 10,000 gold is now 4,000. So I've got the full dragon gear. I took this thing out for a ride. Let's see. I cleared the dragon's den. I was 2 hit points shy of being able to just let this thing run on auto dungeon. Well, 3, I guess, because I would need to be 1 above. But the end dragon in this thing, the elder dragon or whatever he is, it only hits you once, and then it has like a 3 or 4 second time between the next hit. So I just healed up in between. Whenever it hit me, I just heal up and make sure I wasn't anywhere close to where the auto eat would have to even kick in. So that dungeon's cleared. I also I did not attempt the volcano. I went into the volcano and I went to see, I wanted to get through, I didn't want to fight the final boss at all. I just wanted to kind of see what the boss was going to look like. 750 some damage, I think. It was ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. See ya. But that means I've beat Pratt. I've beat everything in the volcanic cave. Down at the completion log. Oops, not that. The monsters. That would be the bat, the big bat, the eye, the resurrected eye, and then Pratt. So I've got all these beat. I believe that's the final boss in there. So I don't have him quite yet. But we're getting close. We're getting really close. I'm going to start farming some gear and getting up to that. But at least it was cool to attempt that fight. I'm sorry, I didn't even attempt the fight. I just got to him, see how much damage he did, and then ran off. I didn't even want to risk anything, because that's a massive shot right off the bat, and there's no way. Let's see here. So I was planning on working up the fletching. You know, I was going to just start cranking out rune tips. Ultimately, I want to get up to crossbows. While I was doing mining, I also had the gem gloves equipped, so I have a ton of gems. Probably going to work with topaz, I guess, and do, let's see here, topaz bolts. So we're going to need to skip over and do some more mining, because we have to go to iron and make headless bolts. So we're going to have to do a bunch more mining and some more smithing before we can do the gem bolts. And then we're going to have to make the crossbow. Actually, yes, I need the dragonite crossbow. So I can make the dragonite stuff, but now I need level 95 fletching. Because, I think I showed this off once before, I have the Slayer crossbow head, but it requires the dragon crossbow. And to get the dragon crossbow, you have to be all the way down here at level 95. So we've got a lot more construction to do. The key thing about the crossbows is it's a one-handed weapon, so you can equip a shield with your ranged character. I guess I better put this back on for my cape and ring bonuses for woodcutting. So at any rate, I got a lot of work to do for ranged. Also going to need the some black dragon skins so I can upgrade these 3 components on this. So a little bit of work there. But I saw something. I think I was gonna come back to agility at some point anyway. And I got to looking at agility because I'm doing all these other skills, right? And I wanted to make sure that I was getting some bonuses that would help me out now. And I was looking at changing this one. I think I'm going to do the fire making. And then I'm going to do this one and change it to, what was I looking at here? Maybe this one here. It was this melee strength and melee evasion. But I'm not done, so I still need the bonuses for agility. But I got to looking at these. I was digging around through the rest of these. There was one for mining hit points on nodes. And I thought about switching to it, but I think it might have been this one. It's not really important to dig too far into this, but there was one, but I was looking at it. I'm like, there's only one obstacle that helps with that, I think. So I didn't really see anything else that was going to help me out, you know, cutting down the interval on anything. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. But I happened to look down at this one, and I was looking at this here. This one right here looks really solid, but I have to have 95 ranged magic, 90 slayer, and 80 prayer, and I am a ways off from any of that. Plus the dragon arrows and, you know, the magic bones. So this one's going to take a while to get. But then I scrolled down just slightly and I saw this one. And that is why you see me doing wood cutting right now, is because of this one right here. I already have 7,500 Dragonite. I'm already at level 99. I have the money. I just need level 99 and 7,500 Redwood. So this is going to give me 8% global mastery XP. And I thought that'd be kind of cool for some of these other, like fletching. Fletching's got the mastery XP is just really low on this. Not that I really care too much because I don't really use javelins. This might be helpful to get the gem tip bows, and then reducing the interval would be great, but to get to this point is going to take a while. And I figure that 8% might help get this thing as cranked up as possible. So that is why we're cutting wood. I started off at like 97.5 or so. I hit redwoods and yew trees. I think those are according to the wiki site, these are the two best XP per second or minute or whatever it is. So these are the ones that are equipped. I don't believe I can actually do any more masteries, but that is where we are currently. That's where things are going, and I am very happy with where everything is. I have the red gear on here for my magic. I have all the black dragon gear on here for the ranged, and then I have all the dragon gear on this for the melee. So I am sitting very pretty right now. I have as good a gear as I can possibly get for the moment. There's some upgrades that can be applied to everything. From this point forward, it's going to be farming gear. I want to farm the Book of Eli and the Ancient Wizard gear from the Hall of Wizards, potentially. The Dragon's Den, I want to get the Ancient Ranged gear. I need to get the Sunset Rapier from the Deep Sea ship. The Spider Dungeon, I need the Ranger hat from. I need some Black Dragon hides. From there, I need to do bolts. I need to get the, what we talked about with fletching there, the crossbow, the ancient crossbow. I want the combat pillar for agility, and I have to do a ton of fishing for the skeletons fish. Let's see, these things. They give you a great amount of, like, you let it go for a day or two, you'll have a couple 100,000 prayer points, which is awesome. But even with that many prayer points, I think I had 220,000 on my standard account, and I think I'm down to, well, nothing. I think I've burned it all off, like in a day, like it just gone. Because I was doing some higher end combat, and I was letting it run on the higher end skills, and man, prayers, and that thing just smoked through them. But as far as the next couple days goes, this is going to take tonight. This is slow as hell, but it's going to get done tonight. I will most likely try to push agility and get this to 99. There's only 4 levels left. That way I can redo these 2 skills. I can get my combat pillar or whatever pillar I need. I will have this thing changed. Although this gives me a ton of cash, I may get the material. I may get the red. I need 7,500 redwoods, but we're at 5,000. So by the time this wood cutting gets done, I'll have 99. I'll have the redwoods. I will probably start doing agility and just let this roll. So this may still take a few days to get done. And then once this gets done, I'm going to refactor this obstacle here for the agility, this one here for the agility, and this one down here. And I'll have everything in place to where I can do them, I think. Because I think I'm ready to go on this one. I just need oak logs, which I'm good, and I have money, so we're good there. And this one I started to go to. I have the iron bars for. I just haven't applied it yet. I applied this one, and I had a second thought. I'm like, I really should get my agilities done. So wood cutting, then agility, then we're going to hit crafting. Once I get through some of this stuff, actually, once I get through this agility, once I get through the wood cutting and the agility, I'll go back to doing combat during the daytime, and I have plenty of arrows. By the time I'm even looking at doing the rune, I'm going to have a ton of rune arrows. So, you know what I mean? I'm sitting very, very well right now. At this point, I just need to get my damage reduction up. And, it doesn't show it here unless you have an enemy, I guess. I need to get my damage reduction up. I need to get prayer points built up, and I beat the volcano with the dragon gear. I beat the volcano with this stuff here. So it's doable. I just need to get that damage reduction up. And I saw some things about maybe using these black dragonite vambraces. I don't know. I have to look into it a little bit more, but we are sitting pretty. And like I said, woodcutting agility, and then whatever else before this next update on Sunday. And that's where we're at today. It's been a very productive week, and it's really going really well. So really, there's not much left to do aside from I need to fight all of these guys, and then I've done these. I could start farming this griffin for the claws, but that's going to take a while to farm that. That took, I don't know, 300 or 400 of these things. And this Pegasus for this thing, the Ancient Claw, was even worse. And I want to say the Ancient Claw takes this thing, so you have to get this first and then grind this out. And this is like twice as long a grind as the Griffins are. So, yeah. That's why I'm probably going to try to farm that Sunset Rapier out of the one dungeon instead. I think I've fought all these guys, and I have not ever fought any of these on either account. So, I'm sure I'm going to get the Slayer points in real quick here and probably be up to this. But that's all for, well, another day. At any rate, that is it. That's the update for today. So get out and enjoy the nice weather. It's really nice here. Got out and got a walk yesterday, and it's pretty awesome. Windows are open. Enjoy everything, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.